In this video, I'm going to show you how you can divide a surface into some panels. I used the previous synclastic surface that I created in the previous videos and call for Isotrim component. Isotrim lets you split and divide a surface into some divisions along two directions. Oh, okay, I connected the surface input and now I need to define the domain for those divisions. Now, since I have two-dimensional domain, I call divide domain square. And the domain is actually this surface that I have. Now I want to divide it into some number of divisions. So, well, I will get started from, for example, 1 to 100. These are the number of segments. Right? So when I click on this, we'll just turn this preview off. You'll see that I would divide the surface into some divisions. Now, sometimes you need to pick one of these surfaces, one of these subsets to work on it. So we can actually itemize this list. So you have a list of surfaces, which includes, for example, in this case, 264, and you need to pick an index value. In the previous video, I mentioned that if you just go with a number slider, you may have duplications. For example, this is 500, and then the list is 264. You see that when you, play around with this number slider, you will have like 2 or 3 or more index values that give you the same subset. In order to prevent such a kind of situation, you can rename the number of the index values. Okay, so to rename, we need to know the list length. So this is the list of the surfaces that we have. And then since we want to construct a one-dimensional domain, full construct domain, the start is from 0, and since the length is 264, I need to subtract this length by 1 to make sure that when I get started from 0, then the domain end, it has the right value. So now I'm going to drop this item and remap whatever between 0 to 1 to this new length. Okay. And 2 decimal places in this situation will help you to make sure that you're going to get the right subset that you want. So in this way, you can pick the right subdivision subset that you're looking for. You'll need this series of components to split the surface into some subdivisions and extract one in many situations. One of the simplest application of this is when you want to create a semi-sphere. So you want to, for example, create a semi-spherical dome. So you may say, okay, oh, sphere here. And this is the base is XY plane. And I want to have a radius of, for example, 1 to 20. This is it. Okay. Now I want to split it into two halves. You can explore yourself and see, it's really hard to split a surface by like splitting through curves or dividing it through like surface related components. So the easiest way is to use Isotrim and say, okay, this is the surface, and I want to split it into two halves. So I construct the domain, so divide domain square, and this is the sphere. I don't want to split it along the u direction. So along the first direction is the radial direction. So I would say the number of segments is just 1, so no split. If you go with 0, then there is actually nothing. And the number of splits along V, I want to split it into 2. So 0 is not a valid number. Now you see here, this sphere is divided into 2 halves along the meridional direction. And now I can use the list item. Just turn off these previews. I want to get this. And the index value 0 is the bottom semisphere. And index 1 is the top hemisphere. Now you created a dome. So this is the easiest way to create a semi-spherical dome. Well, all set.